Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to round 7 of the Apex Online Racing ACC GT3 League. Welcome along to the stream. It's the penultimate round here of Season 3. We are just getting things ready and underway. We're in the practice session. Just getting a few laps in before qualifying, which will kick off at 8 o'clock. I hope that everyone who has come in and joined in here is doing well. Hope you're all good and feeling healthy, as obviously with all the stuff that's going on around the world, things are quite difficult, but hopefully you're coping okay. Hopefully you are healthy. Hopefully your friends and family are doing all good, and yeah, just thank you along for coming in and tuning into the stream. Hopefully I can provide you with about an hour and a half's worth of entertainment this evening with this race here at AOR. So let's get ourselves up and in to the lobby here. Should see everything that's on screen, and I'm currently just looking at the setup. What I'm going to very quickly do is just sort myself out with a qualifying setup here. Yeah, make sure that that is all good and all sorted. Let's go one more click on there for now. You won. There we go. Alright, let's get some quality laps in. Let's get ourselves out onto circuit. Let's get driving around. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago we switched to the Mercedes AMG GT3 car that we are in here. And obviously been having a much better time driving it in comparison to the Audi. Just started the season off with. So let's get ourselves out of pit lane and out onto the circuit. Bring up the relative board there for you guys. As you can see at the moment, the lap that I've set so far in the session is only best for 25th, and I've just completely ruined that guy's lap. Apologies to him, but hopefully the stream sounds all good. Hopefully everything is looking all good here as well. There we go, that'll be better if I actually got it on the right screen. For some reason it came up with screen 1 there. Even though I had pressed the right button.
Clear on the right.
So yeah, if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. There's plenty of stuff, content-wise, for you guys to seek or dig your teeth into. Hopefully it's all very much entertaining and educational for you, and hopefully there'll be something of value for you to enjoy, and obviously very much appreciate the support that you guys do show me. So yeah, we're just getting ourselves kind of warmed up and in the flow, ready for qualifying. I had a fairly good practice race last night, though I did have some trouble with the car, which I've been kind of struggling to fix here. It's kind of trying to find the balance between going for a nice quick car that handles really nicely in the corners versus a car that's able to take curves such as those ones very nicely, and also the curbs coming up here in this next chicane as well. Slip on through. I just realised that for whatever reason my chat is not working. Neither is any of the stream activity stuff either, so give me a second. What I'll do is just pull into the pits here, close the chat window that I have got open, and just use the one on the YouTube live stream page. Right. Close that. And yes, you guys are chatting away. That's good to see. Get that open. Switch that to live chat. But yeah, welcome along, Asturbo. Good to see you. Coming along once again, Operation LMP1. Good to see you, Nipper R. Hello, welcome along as well, Andrew. See you here. Yes. Yeah, quite a few people isolated at the moment, including myself. Unfortunately, one of my family members, who I spent a fair amount of time with over the weekend, started showing symptoms. So the rest of the family, who's actually living in a different house, are kind of now self-isolating, myself included, and my girlfriend as well. She was due to go back up to London, where she lives. She was meant to go back up there Sunday, but is now having to spend the next 2 weeks here with me, self-isolating down where I live. But yeah, this is a setup that I'm running. If you guys have any pointers or any tips, do let me know for the race session. My main worry is essentially the curbs. So they're hitting me quite hard. The curbs and the braking is what I'm struggling with here in this car around this circuit. Ignore the ECU map, I changed that on the fly when I actually come out of the pits. That's just a little E thing, as it were. But yeah, other than that, setups look, you go about right. 62, that seems very high. Yeah, see, I'm quite down low at 49, so I could go way higher. Tell you what, I'll chuck it on 58. Go with your recommendation here. Losing obviously a lot of the bias in the aero map as well. And yeah, I have been making my own tea, Dave. Welcome along. So yeah, front bias there, as you can see, is 0.4. If I go and rack that up, we're losing an awful lot of front downforce. Just for a moment. Should be around there. There we go. I think I might try that. I'll give that a go. See how that works out. Either way, let's get ourselves fired up and out onto the circuit. I imagine a lot of other people do go to brake number 4. I do stick with brake number 1, just because well, to be fair, I haven't really tried 4, but yeah, see, that's kind of my worry, is the amount of feel that you get from them. But to be fair, I haven't really tried brake map 4, so I might try that at a later on in the session. The track is going to be improving throughout because, as you can see, there's virtually no rubbering in at the moment. So the track is quite green. Let that up to fuel map 1. Plenty of space here in front of us now. Yeah, the only other thing about the race is the potential for mixed conditions as well, which would be interesting. That's if it does come to that. Hopefully the race will stay dry though, but there is a chance of some light rain. Potentially normal rain as well. Went well, didn't it? Either way, let's try and get these tyres up to temperature. A little bit on the not the tyres, tyre pressure, sorry. Up to pressure. We'll say it is much easier over those curves though, because it's not bottoming out anymore like it was. It's just the effect that it's going to have going through the corners, because obviously don't quite have the downforce that I had before. But yeah, I do appreciate the tips though. Hopefully they work out if you can actually get a decent lap in. Two laps in a row where I've done that. Strategy. Let's give your bit of advice a go. I'm going to open up the brake ducts because they're right on the limit anyway with brake duct 1. Let's see how this works out.
Be careful.
Chuck that to silent.
Yellow flag, be careful. Yellow flag in sector 3.
I have to say the brakes do feel better on brake 4. There's so much more power from them. That's with without the tyres properly up to temperature yet. Likewise with the brakes.
Yellow flag, be careful there.
Right, let's try and do turn 1 properly this time. Right through the first half of the lap.
Yellow flag ahead. Watch out.
As I said, the car's much better over that curb. And that one as well. Right, so we got a lap in, but there's a lot of room for improvement.
Yellow flag in sector 3. Yellow flag ahead. Be careful. Well done, mate. This has been your personal best.
We're up into the top 20.
Nothing better than you. Yellow flag in sector 1.
Alright. Terrible line there into turn 2. little bit too deep. And then the oversteer on the exit.
Well done, mate. That's all best. Yellow flag in sector 3. Closing time in sector 1.
Okay. I ain't gonna be able to do too much better than that. My god, Dan Suzuki's had a good one. Right. Go for that there. Have I used tyre set 30? I have. Let's go with those settings there. Should be all good, I think. But yeah, hopefully the race will go a little bit better. I think I'm happy with those tyre pressures there. My only worry. Too worried. Oh god, the track got real quick towards the end, didn't it? Man, it dropped from... basically dropped a good 5 positions in the last 2 minutes of the qualifying session. I think this could be quite a tough race. Thanks very much, R. Hopefully the race goes well. Hopefully we can get a good start. Yesterday was a pretty good start in the practice race. Managed to gain 8 positions in the first half a lap. I doubt I'm going to be able to. Replicate that here in this session. Thanks very much, Ruben. action fairly soon. Oh, come on. Yes, seems to be quite a bit of downtime here between the sessions for whatever reason. If you're wondering how I'm able to move the camera around, just by moving my head, it's a funky little TrackIR thing here. Thanks very much, Operation LMP1. Because yeah, the track state wasn't quite anywhere near as grippy as I was expecting it to be. So here we go. Right, I was making some changes, was I'll leave the pressures as they are. That looks fine. That now looks fine. One run, 5, yada yada. I might just soften that off a little bit. Everything else there seems fairly good, I think. I'm fairly happy with all that. Cool, so almost ready. Be right back a sec. There we go, get a nice little bit of fresh air, just to help cool myself off before we get going. Everything all looks good. Right. Set, prepped.
Stay single file.
Quick swig of water. Get the car fired up. Get myself, make sure I'm all comfy. Hopefully you guys are all comfy. Hopefully you're ready for a action-packed race starting in 27th position. This is going to be interesting to say the least. Starting from this far back in the grid. Hopefully we can keep our nose clean. Thanks very much, Mamatu. I wish I could have gone for a Waz, Derek. Didn't have the time. So it's literally just step outside, fresh air, cool off a little bit, jump around, make sure everything's all nice, loose and limber. And same of, yes I do, got TrackIR 5. This is what I'm using to control the head movement, look around, take a look at the mirrors, all that good stuff. Very good piece of kit. little bit of heat into the brakes.
Going double 5. Green light, go, go, go.
And there we go. Underway racing.
Clear on the right. Car on the right. 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 Clear on the right.
Oh man, this is manic.
Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Slalom. Right, let's try and settle down a little bit. Get into the flow and the rhythm of the race. I went a little bit aggressive there on that first lap, basically just trying to make up what positions I could, as you very much saw. Now things are starting to string out a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Best line through the chicane there. Thankfully we've got a nice group of cars up in front. Just need to hold on to the back of. I'm really struggling though with getting the car slowed down for some of these braking zones. Seems like some of the other people are much more confident on the brakes than what I am. Going a little bit deep, as you can see.
Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
especially bad on the brakes when following another car. Yeah, Ruben is a little bit oversteery. And again. I think the rear's up. May have gone too high on the rear and I'm not generating enough downforce. But it could be me also. With my braking being a little bit too heavy with it and just unsettling the car. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on?
Slow car ahead.
David in front was just yeah, warping all over the place. I thought he was off going spinning. I thought there was going to be 3 positions gained, but it was only 2. But at least we're onto the back of the pack again. Oh, that's a deep Audi. Hey Zervax.
Falling behind to the car in front in sector 3.
Yeah, the car's a little bit unstable at the moment. I think I just need to kind of pull myself back a little bit and kind of drive more to the car. I'm driving to my old setup where the car was quite a bit more lower down, but it was struggling with that previous chicane and also the curbs here in this chicane, whereas this one takes them much better, but there's other places where it's yeah, the car is struggling. So I'm going to change my driving a little bit and kind of drive more to the car and what it's capable of. Also, I'm used to having a little bit more grip on the circuit than what there currently is at the moment. The track isn't really rubbered in at all.
Well done, mate. That's the best. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Yeah, that's exactly what I need to do, Ruben. I have noticed that my braking in ACC isn't particularly great, especially in the latter phase. It'd be ideal if I had like a load cell. That would really help me out. That was quite a frustrating mistake.
On the right. Clear on the right.
Got someone going in the pits. Just heard a car go flying past. Operation LMP1, no, I can't change the setup during the race. The only thing I've really adjusted is the brake bias, traction control and ABS settings, but they're not really going to help too much. It's more going to be down to me and actually adapting to the car. As you can see, I'm just, can't get the thing slowed down. I'm on the brakes so much earlier than everyone else. Tyre pressures look alright. I think I just need to peel myself back a little bit, play a little bit more safe and consistent rather than pushing crazy hard and making all the various mistakes. Just let the track and the car and the pace kind of come to me rather than go hunting for that time.
I don't make the fastest step so far.
Seems that Please in front is struggling with pretty much the same sort of thing.
For exceeding track limits.
Yeah, it's way more difficult to. Oh dear, to this very heavy into the wall. Yeah, I was gonna say it's so much more difficult to slow the car down enough now.
This has been your personal best.
30.3.
Slow car ahead.
Is Melamed. I was chasing earlier.
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
Oh, 45 minutes to go. And this is going to be quite a long race. Oh,
Car on the left. Clear on the left.
car snagged pretty hard there, attacking that curb on the inside.
There's a car leaving the pit lane. Watch out.
Refocus again.
Losing to the car ahead is sector 1. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
This guy's quicker than me, so I thought I'd let him go on through. Just so I don't have to worry about him being sat there right behind me, and see if I can actually use him a little bit to pull me up to the guys up in front as well. where he's a lap down. It's not really fighting me for position as such. Hopefully having someone who's slightly quicker than myself in front can follow him, focus on him. And work on actually getting some decent laps in. The guys are up in the 29s now, still in the 30s. Although that last lap I did lose a whole chunk of time, letting this guy go in front. Really could be doing without those silly kind of mistakes there as well. Average practice time, not enough. So last night I did about 45 minutes to an hour before a practice race, which is exactly the same session setup as here, so a 15-minute qualifying session followed by an hour-long race. And then this evening I've only done about half an hour before the race, so kind of all in all about an hour to an hour and 45 minutes of setup work, and then an hour long solid driving of race time yesterday, and the car felt much better than it does here in this session yesterday evening. But that was because the setup that I was running was much lower to the ground. Therefore, more downforce, more grip. I think I've gone too high on the rear. I think that's my issue. Because the rear end just doesn't seem settled, and then the entire time that I've been driving the circuit with this car, I've been struggling with the brakes. Just haven't gone to grips with it. My fastest lap time is a 1:28.1, which I did in the practice race yesterday, in the second stint when the track gripped up an awful lot. At the moment, I'm not anywhere near that pace. About 2 seconds off. If I can actually nail a lap, get comfortable with the car, it's quite a lot of lap time to actually be found. Like there, that wasn't a brilliant run through that last turn, but coming out the other side of it, already gained 0.2 of a second. I just kind of chucked it away there by hopping the curb in that chicane. I might have to try second gear for that chicane. Either that or just not take as much curb off on the inside, because that is really hurting me bad at the moment. There is brake in this game, Ruben. These cars are actually very pitch sensitive in ACC, so getting that is important, but I think I've completely messed up the aero balance. The aero balance is, should I say, centre of pressure of it is right to where I'd want it, but I think the rear is just too high and it's not getting the downforce or producing the downforce that I want it to be doing. A little bit tidier that time through the chicane, but second gear doesn't feel right going through there. It doesn't feel like it's low enough to really hook in. So yeah, one thing I will say from the setup that I was showing you earlier, don't use it. It's proven to be not all that great. And I think I need some more time with it to really make it work, especially at the rear. I do have to say though, ours recommendation of raising the ride height certainly helps and works a lot better with the curbs, but I think I've just gone too far myself in the change. Are they actually messing up their operation, or are they just pitting? I think they may just be pitting at the moment. I mean, we'll see in a bit. I'm going to stop here on this lap. Everything all looks good there, I believe. Tyre 36. So far forward. Really struggle with stopping in the pit box in this car. It was much easier in the Audi. Teammate Dan Suzuki's just gone through. He's in 11th position at the moment, which is good. Or should I say my old teammate anyway. Before I changed car, we kind of lost the team. No repairs to fix as far as I know. So, won't be doing any repairs on the car.
Mandatory stop is not clear. Come on, let's go.
So into 25th position. Operation LMP1, you lied to me. You gave me false hope. Hopefully these tyres will be much better anyway.
We're at the halfway mark. Keep pushing.
Hopefully we can do something in the second half of the race here. Try and recover some positions, but we are now a lap down. Well. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping as well, Ruben.
Time to the car in front in sector 2. Well done, mate. Personal fastest lap. For exceeding track limits.
That's kind of fair enough. Took a little bit too much off the inside of the curb.
fastest lap so far.
Starting to catch the going from, which is good. Fresh rubber certainly feels a lot better. As you can see, I've unlocked over a second's worth of pace just by changing the tyres. It's having quite a big impact in terms of confidence and belief in the car, which is good. Lighter fuel load as well, of course. Pete, probably not. I'm not the best force feedback connoisseur, shall I say. Basically, all I'd recommend is putting road effects to as close to 0 as possible. Your minimum force kind of depends on your wheel. If you've got a high-end wheel, such as Fanatec or above, leave that on 0. For Logitech wheels, go for somewhere between 5 to 12, I think it was a recommendation. And then Thrustmaster wheels, which is what I'm using, goes... Actually, I think it was like 8 to 12, or... Yeah, range of 8 to 12 minimum force for Logitech. I think it was like 4 to 10 for Thrustmaster.
Final warning for exceeding track limits.
I try to negate as much of that time gain there as possible. Yeah, 4 to 8 on the Thrustmaster for the minimum force, and then damping effects, kind of personal preference really, depends what you feel works for you, and then your overall strength setting should be whatever prevents you from getting a decent amount of force but not clipping. So you want to avoid the force feedback meter going into the red for more than a split second when cornering, ideally. Right, I need to stop cutting this chicane. But yeah, that's basically what I'd recommend for one too many gears. Force feedback in ACC. Thanks, Pete. Yeah, that force feedback video I did there for the Insider's Guide series. Me being part of the SMS dev team and worked on Project Cars too, I was very much in direct contact with the guys who worked, kind of helped with the force feedback stuff, so I was able to basically get a load of information as to how everything works through them and basically make a
Yellow flag, be careful there.
a recommendation based off of that. I'll take those. I think that was one freebie and possibly a back marker. They shouldn't do, Ruben. Tyre wear in yesterday's race seemed to be pretty good. Wasn't an issue. The main issue is tyre pressures, hitting the curves quite hard. does release some of the air, and obviously that can cause your pressures to drop a little bit. So what a lot of the guys at the very front of the field will be doing is pushing the tyres like absolutely crazy, kind of cooking them so the pressures are rising, but hammering the curbs as well, so that some of that pressure is released every now and then. Pretty difficult to do, but some of the drivers are doing it. Very, very close to a cut track there, which would have been either a drive-through or a 30-second stop and go. I need to be very, very careful with that curb. What's that, Mr. Beast? What is it you're liking? Hopefully the stream. Hopefully everybody's liking the stream. Hopefully this is entertaining for you guys. As or at least a kind of a learning experience for you guys. This may not be quite as entertaining as the very start of the race, which was absolutely mad. But at this point I'm just kind of focusing on trying to get the car home more than anything. Just trying to get a decent haul of points and survive all in one piece. Don't think this is a car for the Mercedes, to be fair.
There's a slow car ahead.
But yeah, if you are enjoying the live stream, feel free to give it a like. It would be very much appreciated. And yeah, if you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel as well. Plenty of content on that. A lot of it educational, some of it entertaining. Hopefully there's something on there for you, and hopefully you'll consider to stick around, especially in the tough times with everything that's going on in the world at the moment. Kind of pulling together as a community, of which I do have my own Discord server as well, so feel free to join that. You kind of want to chat to me on a bit more of a personal one-to-one level, but also with the rest of the guys who are in there. Just kind of help pull each other through these fairly difficult times, because pretty much everybody that I have spoken to about the global pandemic have said that they have never experienced anything like this. And obviously, if we can all band together, fight against it, kind of help each other, keep ourselves sane, entertained and somewhat grounded, hopefully we can all get through out the other side with as little heartache as possible, and get back to what was our more normal lives. I think ultimately that is what everybody's striving towards. Who did that? That's exactly it, Ruben. I'm quite a self-analytical person anyway. And the great thing about league racing is you learn so much in a season. Especially when the season doesn't go your way and not as competitive as you would have hoped. Just make sure that you learn from the poor results, figure out why the race went the way it did, and then make adjustments for the next race as well. Don't repeat the same mistakes. It's doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, is the definition of insanity. And also doing the same thing that is wrong or done incorrectly over and over again. It's just bad learning habits, and it'll take longer and it'll be much more difficult to undo those habits as well. Try and catch ALX here in front if we can a little bit before the end of the race, and not get the slowdown, the final slowdown penalty as well. Oh, not slowdown penalty, sorry, cut track penalty. Don't have slowdowns in this game. It isn't so. Yeah, I doubt it would have been a real missed piece. That would have been absolutely crazy. Whee!
Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh, thank you very much for the subscription. I am not sure who that is, but I do very much appreciate that. Unfortunately, my stream activity feed in OBS is dead. Excuse me, is dead, as is my voice. So yeah, sorry I can't pinpoint the name, but even still I do very much appreciate the subscription. Hopefully you enjoy the rest of the content that's here on the channel and the stuff that's going to be coming in the future as well. Too much slippy slidey there. Oh, another subscription. Thank you very much. Very much appreciated. Again, sorry, I can't pinpoint your name. Damn OBS. Stopping me from being a pro streamer. But yeah, links to my social media channels are down in the description as well. Should be a link to my Twitter, which I use quite a bit. My Instagram page, which is kind of a bit more of a personal thing / slight video promotion sort of thing there. So you kind of get to keep up with my life a little bit more on Instagram. There's a link to my Discord server as well. It'd be great to have you guys jump in there. Be part of the community. Join in on the conversations that are going on in the channel on the various games. It's been a little bit quiet in there as of late, but I kind of want to drive a little bit more conversation going on in the server, so having you guys jump in and talk back will be absolutely fantastic. And then there is also, if you guys really wanted to make use of it, there is a donation link in there as well. But I'm not expecting anybody to donate me any money in these times. In fact, you should be holding on to whatever money you've got currently, because potentially you're going to be going into a recession, so yeah. Keep the money that you have. Wait for everything to blow over. Then perhaps consider donating. Obviously any donations that do come through will be greatly appreciated, but I don't want to be forcing it upon you guys. I don't want you to feel like you have to donate to me, and I'd much rather you guys held on to the money for the moment and kept yourself in a good financially stable situation, rather than just giving away little bits here and there to myself. There are other people in the world who need it much more than I do. Oh, Gorillaz behind is catching me a little bit here. 6 minutes and 40 seconds to go. Stop having these oversteer moments.
Pressing down to the car in front in sector 3.
noticed it that he is way more confident on the brakes than I am. Well, that's me deep.
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Oh my god, that was close. I'm running as fast as I can. They're running just as quick, if not quicker. Oh man, last 2 laps.
Losing to the car ahead in sector 1. Alright man, the leader is on the final lap. Give it a final push.
Oh.
Leader has finished the race. Car on the left. Clear on the left. Car on the left. Clear on the left. on the right. There's some light damage on the left. Slow car ahead.
No idea what that contact was there. A little bit frustrated with that.
Alright, race is over. Good job, mate. You did your best. Bring it back to the pits.
Oh dear. Yeah, see, Taiwan doesn't look all that bad. Interestingly. We jumped up to 30, didn't we? Oh, 35. Yeah, Taiwan looks fine. Like, it goes down to 1.5. Oh. Yeah, Ruben, pretty much exactly the same. Replay. Save the replay, I will take a look at that in a minute. Yeah, there's the timetable. 21st in the end. So we managed to gain a bunch of positions, which I'm kind of happy about, but my god, I think I went the wrong way with the setup, but never mind. Good to see that Dan Suzuki had a good race with Jardier up there for battle for 11th position. Oh, dearie me. Wow, that was interesting. We'll take a look at the replay in a moment. Yeah. Shall we should take a look at the replay in just a second. Struggling to get all my words out here at the moment. Yeah, a little bit frustrated after that little bit of contact at the end, but we'll take a look to see what went wrong. Everyone is still kind of in here. There's a few people still talking at the moment in the chat, but hopefully you guys enjoyed that race. It was a little bit boring in the middle, but certainly got interesting towards the end there. Ooh. Yeah, it's now showing that I'm a P18, so people have been leaving. Right, let's go and take a look at this replay. Bear with me a second whilst I'm just firing this up. Right, here we go. That is us racing. Let's go from here. Get ourselves into the right view first. Let's take a look at the race start, shall we? Try and keep my head nice and still for you guys. So yeah, as I mentioned in the race, did go aggressive. Contact there between the Porsche and the Aston Martin. That was out wide. 3 wide-ish into turn 2. 3 wide coming through turn 3 with the 2 Astons. Go close here with the Porsche. To the inside of this Aston, coming in towards the first chicane, or contact there between a few of the guys. That'll be why they skipped across the chicane. Tried pretty hard to try and get past this Aston Martin here. As you'll see, kind of thought it'd be possible to go down the inside. My god, that was close between the two of us. Avoided the curve altogether. That Porsche coming across me there kind of cost me a little bit in momentum. He was kind of on the preferred line around the outside. He was able to carry a bit more speed than I was. Also tried it around the outside here, knowing that there'll be a bunch of cars bunching up. He was tied to the apex. I probably could have gone a little bit tight to myself, and I probably would have been able to get that position on the exit, but see everyone battling hard here on the opening lap. And then, yeah, this is where everything started going wrong for 3 of the guys. So yeah, pretty interesting, interesting start. Let's take a look at this last lap here. So it all started from this moment here. Going a little bit too deep into the chicane, which put me well offline. Going through and then a pretty poor exit. Kind of defending somewhat. And then just outbrake myself, which allowed him to come up alongside, pick up there as well. That was on the inside here, so side by side we went through turns 2 and 3. He braked early for 4. Set himself up for the better line. I was if I didn't have that wiggle there, I probably would have been able to hold the position. That there is the contact. Helps spin him round. Yeah. Kind of hard to see. So I'm trying to peel off the curb a little bit. He's still going straight. And it's just ACC's kind of rigid body collision system, which is complete arse and rubbish. I don't really like it at all. All the cars are so solid, but he managed to cover so quick. Started slowing down here, thinking that it will take him a while to come back again, but alas, not. Where was very much battling hard around here. 1 times playback. Yeah, so yeah, clip the gravel there on the exit 3 to really kill momentum here, which allowed him to get up alongside me. Slightly better on the brakes, but he goes and hops the curb and get the better traction, which allows me to eke out and get back in front. And this is where the Audi started coming at me as well. Not too close there. It's kind of usual for that corner. More here in this braking zone. That Audi got really, really close. I don't know how close. Very, very close. Very, very, very close. About there-ish. Camera to camera. Here we go. Ow. That's reasonably tight, isn't it? Sorry, the camera's all a little bit skew-if because of the TrackIR here, so I'm going to look like a right old spaz trying to stick my head sideways. Get that in. Right, if I do. Oh. Yeah, annoyingly, it's kind of head rolled, and it's not only is it's rolling. This is probably making everyone sick. Head nice still until we get to a camera not affected by it. There we go. But yeah, oh, that was an interesting race, to say the least. I kind of had some fun with it. The start was very interesting, and yeah, the early part of the race started making too many mistakes. But overall, decent haul of points. Managed to gain a bunch of positions from where I started, but I started from pretty far towards the back anyway, so that wasn't all that great. I think ours suggestion of raising the ride height was good because it did make it so much better going over the curves. I think I just took it too high, especially at the rear, and I just kind of lost all the grip and the downforce. Like I said, in yesterday's race I did a 28.1. It was my fastest lap, and it could have gone a little bit quicker as well. I reckon I probably could have got a 27.9, but yeah, there wasn't any real chance of that today. I think a lot of other people probably stuck to a fairly low car, just went and get an idea for like the ride height on his car, perhaps. Yeah, see, to me that looks fairly low. Hard to tell from that camera angle how low Villon's car is. Not sure if they do actually accurately model ride height here in the replay. Again, that looks fairly low. Go to myself. Might perhaps maybe be able to see a difference in ride height. As I said, I'm not sure if they do. Yeah, it looks like they do. Okay, that's cool and impressive. So I can actually tell on the ride, just by watching the replay, that the ride heights on the leaders' cars much lower than mine. Really neat. Okay, so well, yeah, there's something to learn from for the next race. Not even said, Dan, look at the way he took that curb. There we go. He absolutely hammers them. So he may have had a lower ride height on his car, but something else on the setup was allowing him to do that. It was braking quite early. It just looks like he's got so much more grip than what I had. Never mind. Well, things to learn. Either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed that race. If you did, leave a like down below. Pop it back on that screen whilst I'm looking around and you're not getting the TrackIR movements affecting the replay. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed that live stream. Hopefully you guys keep and stay well. Look after yourselves. Look after your friends and family. Obviously, times are very, very difficult around the world at the moment with everything that is going on. So do your best to stay safe, stay healthy, keep other people healthy as well, follow government guidelines and everything like that. Wash your hands, often keep general hygiene levels up, yourself clean. But otherwise, thank you very much for watching. Hopefully I shall catch you same time again next week, 7:50 p.m. UK time, the last race of season 3 here with AOR ACC GT3 League. Will be at Spa-Francorchamps, and it'll be a 90-minute race as well, rather than the usual 1 hour. So yeah, there'll be even more racing action for you guys next week. Also, search in YouTube Apex Online Racing. That is the league that hosted this race. But tomorrow evening at 8 p.m. UK time, we're kicking off season 15 of the Project Cars 2 GT3 League, and myself will be providing coverage of PC Tier 1. We've also got PC Tier 2, and then PlayStation 4 Tier 1 and PlayStation 4 Tier 2 platforms also being covered with live streams as well. Be very much appreciated if you go check out the AOR YouTube channel. Go subscribe to them with that bell notification. That way you'll be notified whenever they go live. Also, if you do the same for me, that'd be great. You'll be notified for when I go live as well. But yeah, 8 p.m. UK time tomorrow, I'll be doing a live stream over there on their YouTube channel. That is Apex Online Racing. And yeah, hopefully we can have fun at that time doing commentary for you guys there. But otherwise, thank you very much. This is probably the 3rd or 4th time. Thank you guys for coming in. Obviously, thank you to all those who have subscribed here in the live stream. It's very much appreciated. But yeah, until next time, have fun, stay safe, and take care.